My greetings to everyone. I wish everyone a happy International Yoga Day. Now today we will be talking on explanation of the various facets of pleasure, that is the physical, mental and emotions. Now we'll be connecting happiness with yoga. Happiness is a sophisticated concept that encompasses more than fleeting sensation of joy. It incorporates the multiple dimensions, each of which contributes to an individual overall sense of happiness and the well-being. Understanding these dimensions will enable us to appreciate the holistic nature of happiness and how it encompasses the physical, mental and emotional aspects of our existence. Now there is a physical aspect of happiness. The physical dimension of happiness refers to our physical health and the pleasant sensations we experience in our bodies. It entails being in good health, having vitality and experiencing a physical comfort and pleasure. Engaging in the physical well-being promoting activities such as exercise, yoga, nutritious eating and the sufficient relaxation can contribute to this aspect of happiness. The mental aspect of contentment refers to our cognitive health and calibrate our thoughts and the mental process. It requires a positive and optimistic outlook, intellectual stimulation, and the cultivation of sense of purpose and meaning in life. The self-esteem, the self-efficacy, the resiliency, and a growth mindset are strongly associated with the psychological well-being. Now, this aspect of pleasure can be supported by mindfulness, meditation, cognitive reframing, and engagement in lifelong learning. The emotional dimension of happiness refers to our emotional health and the spectrum of positive emotions we experience. It includes the emotions such as happiness, affection, gratitude, contentment, and tranquility. In addition, this dimension recognizes the significance of accepting and processing negative emotions as a part of human experience. Now, developing the emotional intelligence, engaging in self-care, cultivating the positive relationship, and engaging in activities that bring us the pleasure and fulfillment all contribute to this aspect of happiness. So it is a very crucial step to acknowledge that these aspects of pleasure are interdependent and mutually reinforcing. When we invest in one dimension, it frequently has a positive effect on the other, resulting in a more comprehensive sense of pleasure. Now, exercising, for instance, not only improves our physical health, but also releases some important hormones which are very important for the emotional health and improve our mental clarity and concentrations. So, by recognizing and cultivating these various facets of happiness, we can cultivate a more comprehensive and a long-lasting sense of well-being. Adopting the practices that promote the physical health, cognitive development, and emotional equilibrium, it enables us to flourish and experience a greater degree of pleasure and fulfillment in our lives. Now, let us do the advantages of cultivating the contentment on a daily basis. There is more to cultivating the happiness in a daily life that momentarily delight or positive emotions. It entails adopting a perspective and engaging in practices that foster a long-lasting sense of happiness and satisfaction. Prioritizing the happiness has a positive effect on our physical health, mental health, relationships, and the quality of life as a whole. So here are we discussing the important advantages of cultivating happiness. The first and the foremost is enhanced physical wellness. The second is your enhanced mental well-being. The third is your increased productivity and achievement. The contentment and achievement, they go hand in hand. According to a research, happy people are more prolific, inventive, and creative. The positive emotions broaden our cognitive abilities, resulting in enhanced problem-solving skills, better decision-making, and enhanced performance in a variety of life domains, including the work, school, and the personal objectives. Now let us do the next part, that is, the happiness is a contagious and strengthens our social interactions. Happy people tend to have a stronger and satisfying relationships characterized by increased intimacy, trust and empathy. Cultivating contentment promotes the positive communication, cultivates a supportive social network, and strengthens the relationships with the family, friends, and the co-workers. It also contributes to a sense of belonging, participation in the community, and the overall social well-being. There is a resilience in the face of adversity. Happiness acts as a butter and a buffer during the difficult circumstances. Individuals who prioritize pleasure cultivate the emotion resilience, adaptability, and effective coping mechanisms. Happiness helps individuals maintain a positive outlook, finding the meaning and a growth in adversity, and recover more rapidly from the setbacks. So we can say cultivating happiness in the daily life has numerous advantages. It has a positive effect on the physical health, the mental health, the productivity, and the relationships. The resilient individuals can create a positive ripple effect in their lives and lives of those around them by prioritizing happiness and implementing the practices that promote the well-being. Now let us do how the philosophy and the practices of yoga aligns with the pursuit of happiness. The philosophy and the practices of yoga offers a profound framework that is congruent with and supportive of the pursuit of happiness. Yoga is a holistic approach to life that promotes the physical, mental, and spiritual well-being. It is based on the ancient knowledge and holistic principles. Yoga offers the valuable tools and insights for cultivating the contentment by integrating the various elements such as ethical principles, physical postures, breath control, meditation, and self-reflection. So here are the ways in which the philosophy and the practices of yoga align with the pursuit of happiness. The first is, the yoga emphasizes the self-awareness and mindfulness, and as essential practices for cultivating contentment, individuals develop a deeper connection with their own bodies, thoughts, and emotions through the practices of yoga. This increased awareness permits the greater self-acceptance, self-compassion, and the capacity to observe and manage one's interior experiences. By cultivating the mindfulness both on and off the yoga mat, individuals gain the clarity, reduce the tension, and improve their ability to live in the present, thereby fostering a greater sense of happiness and the contentment. The next is your union and interconnectedness. Yoga philosophy teaches the principle of union or yoga, which acknowledges the interconnectedness of all entities and the unity of mind, body, and the spirit. This comprehension fosters a sense of connection with oneself, others, and with the world. So, by cultivating a profound sense of interconnectedness, individuals develop a sense of belonging, purpose, meaning, which are very essential for contentment. Now we talk about the ethical principles. The yamas, niyamas, also known as the ethical principles of yoga, provide a moral framework for the personal conduct and the social interactions. These principles, such as non-violence, ahimsa, veracity, satya, contentment, santosha, self-discipline, tapasa, guide individual towards virtuous and satisfying lives. Life in accordance with these principles fosters the inner harmony, integrity, and a sense of integrity which are indispensable for sustaining contentment. The next important part of connection of the yoga is the reduction of stress and the emotional balance. The asanas, the pranayama, the meditation are yoga practices that have been shown to reduce the tension, anxiety, and promote the emotional balance. The yoga physical movements and the postures, they relieve the muscular tension, while the controlled breath techniques soothe the nervous system around and induce the relaxation. The regular practice improves the emotional regulation, reduces the negative thought patterns, and promotes the positive emotions, all of which contribute to a greater sense of overall contentment and the well-being. The yoga provides the path of self-discovery and the personal development. So we can say the philosophy and the practices of yoga align with the pursuit of happiness by encouraging the self-awareness, the mindfulness, the interconnectedness, the ethical living, the stress reduction, emotional balance, and the personal development. Individuals can cultivate a deeper sense of pleasure, contentment, fulfillment on their unique path of self-discovery and well-being by adopting the yoga as a way of life. Now let us do an overview of essential yoga principles that promote the happiness, such as mindfulness, self-awareness, and compassion. As a holistic practice, yoga incorporates a number of fundamental principles that contributes to contentment and the well-being. Now these principles, which are rooted in the ancient philosophy and the wisdom, provide the valuable guidance for leading a fulfilled and a happy life. Individuals can cultivate a deeper sense of happiness, the contentment, by incorporating these principles into their yoga practice and the daily lives. So let us do a summary of the main yoga principles that promote the happiness. The first is the mindfulness, then the second is your self-awareness, the third is your compassion. Compassion both for oneself and for others is a fundamental to a yoga philosophy. The compassion requires the cultivation of kindness, empathy, and the comprehension. Individuals who practice the self-compassion develop a gentle and a loving attitude towards themselves, embracing their flaws and fostering their well-being. The compassion for others fosters a sense of connection, empathy, and kindness, thereby fostering the harmonious relationships and a more profound sense of contentment and interconnectedness. Then we have a non-harming ahimsa. Ahimsa, or a non-injury, is central tenet of yoga philosophy. It emphasizes avoiding injury to oneself, others, and environment in one's daily life. By practicing ahimsa, individual cultivates actually a benevolent, non-violent, and a respectful attitude towards all beings. So this principle encourages the individuals to choose the actions, thoughts, and the words that promote the harmony and well-being, fostering a sense of inner serenity and contributing to a happier and more compassionate world. So, yoga emphasizes the significance of achieving the equilibrium and the moderation in all aspects of life. The principle encourages the individual to adopt a moderate stance and avoid the extremes. By pursuing the equilibrium, the individuals can avoid the excessive attachment or aversion, resulting in a greater emotional stability and satisfaction, and balance between the physical, mental, and emotional aspects of life, enabling a more harmonious and sustainable approach which promotes the contentment and the well-being over a long period. Incorporating these essential tenets into one's yoga practice and daily life promotes the personal development, happiness, and the well-being. So let us do the highlighting specific yoga asanas or poses that will promote the physical well-being and uplift the mood. Yoga provides a variety array of asanas that not only promote the physical health, but it also elevates the mood and increases overall contentment. So, incorporating the movement, stretching, and mindfulness, these poses stimulate the body and mind in a very harmonious manner. So, here are specific asanas that have been shown to improve the physical health and the mood. The first is the mountain pose, that is the Todasana. The Todasana is a fundamental pose that encourages a correct posture and alignment. It improves the posture, enhances the body awareness, and increases the confidence by rooting the feet, elongating the spine, and lifting through a crown of the head. This pose can improve one's disposition by fostering a sense of stability, fortitude, and centering. So, this is a mountain pose. The next is your Utthasana, that is the forward bend. Now, this is a gentle forward bend that allows to vertebrae to lengthen and body to release the tension. This pose strengthens the hamstrings, calves, and lower back, and relieving the tension and promoting the relaxation. Utthadasana also increases the cerebral blood flow, which can really help elevate anxiety, improve the concentration, and improve the mood. Then we have Bhujangasana, that is the cobra pose. The cobra pose is a back bend that strengthens the vertebrae, strengthens the chest, energizes the body. This pose stimulates the nervous system, boosts the energy, and definitely it promotes a sense of vitality. Bhujangasana can improve one's disposition by reducing the fatigue, relieving the tension, and boosting the overall health. Then we have a camel pose, that is Ustrasana. It is a heart-opening pose that stretches the back, musculate, and strengthens the front of the body. This pose stimulates the body energy centers, and fosters the sentiment of openness, bravery, and emotional release. This Ustrasanasana can improve one's disposition by cultivating a self-acceptance, compassion, and a sense of happiness. Then we have Setu Bandhasana, that is the bridge pose. It is a back bend that strengthens the leg and the glutes, while stretching the torso, the shoulders, and the spine. This pose improves the mental lucidity and mood by increasing the blood flow and oxygenation to the brain. The Setu Bandharasana also stimulates the release of endorphins, the body's naturally occurring mood-enhancing compounds. Then we have a corpus pose, that is Shavasana. It is actually a relaxation pose that consists of reclining on the back and basically consciously relaxing the entire body. This pose promotes a deep rest, rejuvenation, reduces the tension and anxiety, and induces a state of profound relaxation. Shavasana improves the mood by inducing a sense of tranquility, clarity, and the well-being. So it is essential to note that yoga, asanas, should be performed mindfully and within your physical limitations. It is recommended to learn the yoga from a certified instructor and to respect your body's limitations. The regular practice of these yoga poses can contribute to the physical health, relieve the tension, and improve the mood, thereby fostering a greater sense of joy and overall vitality. Let us discuss the relationship between the physical activity and the endorphins, that is the feel-good hormone. There is a strong relationship between the two, that is the physical activity, that is the production of endorphins, also known as the feel-good hormones, is well established. So endorphins are naturally occurring compounds produced by the body that bind the opiate rectus in the brain, thereby decreasing the perception of pain and enhancing the feeling of pleasure and the well-being. The physical activity induces the release of the endorphins, resulting in several benefits, effects on the mood and the mental health as a whole. The physical activity and the endorphins release. The body releases the endorphins in response to a physical activity such as aerobic exercise, the high intensity routines. Depending on the intensity duration, the type of exercise and the level of endorphins release can vary. The continuous moving activity that helps increasing the health and the heart rate, such as sprinting, dancing, cycling, tend to increase the endorphin release. Then of course there is a mood enhancement, stress reduction. The physical activity discharge the endorphins is correlated with a better mental health outcomes. The regular exercise has shown to elevate the depressive and anxious symptoms, increase the self-esteem, and improve the mental overall health. So the mood boosting effects of endorphins contributes to the feeling of joy, serenity, and the emotional health. There are some long-term outcomes also. And of course, it's important to note that while endorphins play a significant role in the mood enhancing effects of the physical activity, they are not the sole factors. The other neurotransmitters such as serotonin and dopamine also contribute to the positive impact of exercise on the mood and the mental well-being. So we can say the physical activity stimulates the release of endorphins, which are natural chemicals in the body which are associated with the feelings of pleasure and the well-being. Engaging in the regular exercise can boost the mood, reduce the stress, and improve the overall mental health. Incorporating the physical activity into the daily life can contribute to a happier, more positive outlook and promote the overall well-being. Let us examine how yoga reduces the tension, anxiety, depression, resulting into a greater happiness. Yes, it's a very important question to dwell with. Yoga is renowned for all these potent capacity to elevate the tension, anxiety, and depression, and ultimately resulting in a greater happiness and the well-being. Yoga incorporates the physical postures, respiration control, mindfulness, and meditation, which have a very positive effect on the mental health. So, here is a description of how yoga reduces the tension, anxiety, depression, thereby fostering the happiness. Yoga aids in tension reduction by activating the body relaxation response. Yoga induces a state of calm and relaxation through profound breathing, gentle movements, and concentrated attention. It also reduces the stress hormones such as the cortisol while enhancing the production of endorphins, which is a natural mood booster. So, by fostering the relaxation and reducing the psychological symptoms of the stress, yoga enables the individuals for a better management of the stress and experience a greater well-being, and overall, yoga provides the numerous techniques that effectively assuage the anxiety symptoms, controlled breath exercises such as pranayama assist in activating the important nervous system, thereby promoting a sense of serenity and decreasing the anxiety. In addition, the specific yoga poses such as forward bends, moderate inversions can assist in relieving the stress and calming the mind. The mindful component of yoga also helps an important role in anxiety reduction by reinforcing the attention on the present moment, thereby interrupting the cycles of anxious thoughts and concerns. Yoga has been recognized as a complementary therapy for management of depression. The yoga combination of the physical movement, breath exercises, and mindfulness assist in regular temperament and enhancing the self-awareness. So, at the end, I would like to say the regular yoga practice releases important neurochemicals that contribute to the feeling of pleasure, well-being, and endorphins and dopamines and serotonins. The yoga promotes the self-acceptance and a positive outlook by encouraging a non-judgmental and compassionate attitude towards your own self. So practice yoga and be happy. Thank you so much.